For the following problem, we have f of x equals 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus x minus 1, and we want to find f prime of x. So to start this off, we're using the power rule in this example because we are only adding and subtracting these terms. Whenever you're multiplying and dividing, you have to use additional rules to find a derivative, or f prime of x. So we start by taking each of our exponents and multiplying them out front. And then we subtract 1 from them. This is our power rule for all polynomials. So in this case, we have 3 times 2x to the 3 minus 1 is x squared. And now we're going to do the same thing with this 2. We're going to multiply it out front and subtract 1 from it, which gives us minus 5 times 2. In fact, I'll write that the other way, just like the last one. So minus 2, what we just multiplied out front, times, we had 5x squared minus 1, which gives us just x to the first. Okay, so let me go through that one more time. We take the 2 and multiply it out front. So we have a minus this 2 times, we had a 5x to the 2 minus 1. That gives us 5x to the first. Now let's repeat it again. We're going to do the same thing with this x, which I'll write off to the side as this is getting a little cramped. So x is just x to the first is another way to rewrite it. Whenever you don't see your exponent, it means there's an exponent of 1. So we multiply that 1 out front and subtract 1 from it. That gives us 1, so plus 1 times x to the 0. And finally, we have the derivative of negative 1. The derivative of negative 1, or the derivative of any constant, meaning if there's no variable with it or no x, is just always going to be 0. So the derivative of minus 1 gives us that plus 0 there. So now we can start simplifying all of this. We have 3 times 2x squared gives us 6x squared. Negative 2 times 5x gives us minus 10x. Plus 1 times x to the 0. Well, x to the 0, or anything to the 0 power, is just 1. That's not true for x equals 0, but x to the 0 we can say is just 1. So we get plus 1, and then finally plus 0 just goes away, and this is our answer. This is f prime of x, meaning this is the derivative of the function f of x.